recipe of 2021 for Wisdom Love and Makagigi.
Yay! 2021 is going to be amazing. It's going to be fabulous, filled with love and wisdom and Makagigi.
Oh.
Anyway, today we might not be quite as like sharp because we're not drinking anything.
That's right.
Okay?
We're not nearly as fun and we don't have a cocktail.
We're going clean in January 2021.
Yes, just for a little while.
Yeah, gotta clean out the pipes.
Yeah, because it's
So,
January. Isn't that what we
it's
do?
time. So today, this was Otto's request, right?
Yes.
Wasn't it?
Yes. So we're very excited. Judy makes an amazing lasagna. She really does.
Good. It's really yummy.
It's fabulous. I love it. I tried it and I
Makes
was
me
like,
happy.
I've been pining for it. I think for it feels like a year.
I'm so glad. I'm excited.
Yes.
So, and it's not as hard as you think because I have a few little shortcuts for you. Okay. The first thing that I want to share with you, because whenever people think of making lasagna, they think, oh my gosh, it's forever. It would be forever. It would take forever if you had to make your bolognese sauce first. But my secret is that every single time that I make spaghetti, a bolognese, a marinara sauce, even a vodka sauce, whatever it is, whatever's left over, I put in a little Ziploc baggie. Whether it's a gallon size or it can even be the little quart size. It doesn't matter how much I have left over. I just put it in there and I throw it in the freezer.
Is that a genius idea? Isn't she smart?
It's for those days that you're like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna make, right?
Yes.
I don't have anything to make. At least you have sauce in the freezer. And
Right,
you can
and you
use it
just
anyway.
Defrost it on the stove or in the microwave.
Exactly.
Right.
And so that's what I've done.
Right.
I have a whole mixture. And I have mixed them. I've mixed them all up together. So each time you make your lasagna or your mustarcelli or whatever it is you're gonna make, it's always a little different, right?
But all together, it's fantastic.
It is. It really is fantastic.
Yes.
So I have about, what did I say?
8 cups. I
Yeah,
think.
8 cups or 2 quarts of sauce.
Pretty darn saucy.
It's saucy, saucy, saucy.
Saucy, saucy, saucy.
And so in the beginning, I line the bottom of our pan with sauce. I just cover the bottom.
Yeah, pretty.
So that you
it's a
want every bite-
Generous. Generous. Yeah, pretty
Generous.
generous. Yeah, I gotta have a pretty generous amount. We'll
Yeah.
show you in about 2
So you
seconds.
just want every bite, see? Every bite to have some sauce in it. And then I want this to stick to the noodles. I think about, you know, those noodles when you cut into it, you don't want it to slide.
Oh, okay.
So I think of the cheese as the glue,
yes.
right?
Yes.
So we have our favorite, is it?
Oh, Tillamook makes a
Tillamook.
really nice cheese.
I love
so
it.
now they've
It's
just
a real
started
deal.
making shredded. I'm like,
You can tell by the way it melts beautifully. The cheeses that have a lot of filler and wax and other stuff, they just don't melt as beautifully, I think.
yeah, I mean, that's true. And then someone else told me that some of the shredded, they use like wood.
Why do they do
sawdust to like,
Why do they
so
do-
it stays separate or something,
Oh
which
my
I haven't
gosh.
Googled that either. So, you know,
Oh,
I guess we have a
no.
lot of work to do.
Is that kind of like the whole, you know, some people think there's wood in your cheese and some people think the election was stolen.
But see, she didn't even put
I
that
don't think
much.
there's
Whoops.
wood in the
Get back
cheese.
there.
We live in such a fun time that a lot of this stuff is done for us. We don't have to make our own noodles and like my Granny Rose used to do. We don't have to.
Can you imagine how good they were, though?
They were so amazing. But I have to tell you, this is my secret right here.
You got these at
I think, didn't I get them at
Whole
Whole Foods?
Foods?
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
these at Whole Foods. These are like fresh, they're fresh pasta noodles. Yeah.
almost like homemade
Almost
from
like
Grandma.
homemade. And I used it once, and it was when you and Otto came over. It makes all the difference in the world. It really does. If I can't get a hold of this, I will buy the lasagna noodles that you do not bake, or that you don't not
Have to
bake.
boil.
You don't have to boil.
Right.
There, you just lay them out there. And
Oven
they just
ready.
cook. Is that? What is there? Is there
Look
wood
at
chips
that.
on there?
Not this
No.
one, you silly head. I'm gonna Google it.
She's making fun of me. Can you hear her?
See, that's she's a patient girl
I'm
over
just
here.
being gentle.
What you'll notice with these is, see, you can start to see they're just lighter and they're finer and thinner and fresher, darn it.
So I go with the whole ricotta, and then I also feel like it has no flavor. So you know me.
Gotta
So
have
I'm
the
using-
flavor.
You use, what did we say, about 15 ounces? But I add
Oh.
pesto. So I have the buttoni pesto, and I add that to my ricotta cheese.
Well, that is a tasty idea too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, darn smart she is.
You don't have to do this at all. But if you don't, then definitely add Parmesan to your ricotta. Because I think you just need that flavor. You need a little bit of flavor.
This idea.
There we go.
I like your thinking, Judy.
Thank you.
I like your thinking.
Thank you. So you see how pretty that is then?
Yes, that's perfect.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, that is a great idea. I think it's a very...
So now I'm gonna get like a spatula.
I'm just here for the peanut gallery today.
I'm gonna let you scoop it out, and you're just gonna put it gently,
Well, the whole
like
entire
frosting,
thing?
the whole entire thing.
Okay.
This is how I got my first proposal from Brian. He thought he was kidding.
Yeah, he didn't know that it was really going to happen.
Now again, I want that glue. So now I've got some really high quality, beautiful Parmigiano Reggiano. And I'm just gonna top it with that, and it's gonna melt and adhere itself to the next layer of noodles.
There you go. Look
Isn't
at
that beautiful?
I did it. I did it. I really, really did it.
So now, what I'm gonna do, this is just some creme fraiche. Beautiful thing. Creme fraiche is just like whipping cream. I just wanted a rich creaminess. See how beautiful that is?
That is yum.
Okay, and then I'm gonna put some shreds on there and sauce.
A little more sauce.
And now I'm gonna pour sauce on there. So I really like a cheesy lasagna. So we've used one full one. We're gonna get into another one.
And who doesn't like a
Okay.
cheesy lasagna? If you're going to eat lasagna,
So normally
All
at this
about the
point,
cheese
I
and
would
the
put
sauce.
another layer of cheese on, and then I do another layer of the noodles, but we ran out. So today I'm gonna top it off with this Italian blend. And then the very last thing, now this is interesting, I went to Roma Italian Bakery here in downtown Lansing a long time ago, and one of the fabulous old bubbies was working with me behind the counter, and I said, what would your secret be to really great lasagna? You know, and she said, Munster cheese. And I said, Munster cheese?
I would have never called that.
Never
ever.
in a million years. And I said, why? And she said, because it melts so beautifully. So she said, just top off
Maybe
your
half of that not help
here. Top off your lasagna with Munster cheese. Isn't that funny? Okay, now
She's a beauty.
this is gonna go in the oven at 350, but you don't, it's interesting because you just want it just until you get a nice lightly brown bubbly crust on the top is what you want.
because you don't really need to cook the noodles.
No, I
You're
mean,
really just
it's just melding all those
and
flavors
marrying
together.
all together.
So I think a good 35 to 40 minutes at 350 will do it.
Got it. And you have it. You have it.
With a lower one.
You want it on the lower one? Okay, so put it on the lowest oven.
So here it is, the masterpiece. It is so delicious, and I just love how bubbly and like the top is browned gently, little bubbles. So we're gonna leave it set up for like 10 minutes, okay?
While I drool.
You wanna
So have your napkins nearby when you pull it out of the oven so you can wipe the drool off your chin while you're waiting 10 minutes.
But you don't see how it's if you cut into it right now, it's gonna slop all over the place. If you wanted to do a gluten-free, you could obviously use gluten-free noodles, or you could also use ribbons of eggplant, which I love.
That would be very healthy.
That'd be yummy.
10 minutes.
10
we'll be
minutes.
back.
That looked great.
It does look so good. If you are a lasagna lover, this is your kind of recipe, because I'm telling you, you are never going to go back to regular old lasagna.
So we have this beautiful piece of lasagna here, and you can eat it just like that.
You
The
can.
kicker.
You could. But if you're with Judy, it's...
I have some
Gotta
homemade
be.
Alfredo sauce, and I just top it off. And if you don't want to make your own homemade Alfredo sauce, I just buy Butonis, but you can just warm that up in the microwave and then top it off with it. Right, yummy?
Absolutely. Oh my gosh.
You ready to have a bite?
Really, wait till you taste
I
it.
want you to taste it. Get your napkin.
Although I've had it once before, like I said. I'm telling you, my mouth was like an opera.
Are you okay? You okay there? I love you. Are you okay? Is it worth it?
It's
Be
worth
careful.
every bit of it. Now I probably have it all over my face, but it is
And
so
you
good.
You're perfect. You're perfect.
That is good.
Is it good? Did it turn out okay?
Really good.
Good.
You really have to try this recipe.
Yeah,
It is
that
so
one's for
yummy.
you, Otto. Happy Wisdom Love and Makagigi.
And maybe next time we may be Makagigi's
Kitchen.
Kitchen. So look for that.
Yep, Makagigi Kitchen.
Yay.
Bye.